Once upon a time, stories did not exist. Words ran rampant, untamed and untethered throughout the world, a mass of nouns and letters tumbling across the earth like a raging sea. It wasn't until the chronicler herded the unruly verbiage into books and added them to their collection that stories started coming into being. But what happens when tales escape the confines of their covers? That, my dear reader, is something we will find out together.
I need to get back to where I'm from. My friend is waiting for me. Who else is gonna try and play Murder the Dragon with me? Well, I suppose a lot of these people.
Everyone thinks fairy tales are things of joy and happiness. Well, I can tell you firsthand that they're nothing but a bunch of little nightmares. They've taken everything from me, but I can fight. And nothing's gonna stop me from getting back to my Tam.
For as long as life has existed, I have served as its complement, its bloody sibling that all fear. I am Camilla, death incarnate, and my will cannot be denied.
A name. A name is for those who wish to be known. And if you find yourself in my presence, then you must know nothing.
Actually.
Hi, everybody. What's up? I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns. And welcome to part 1 of the Journey to Books End finale, the Unwritten conclusion. I'm your page master, and I'm about ready to get started. Session might be a little shorter today because it's going to be a 2-part episode, and I am too old to do a 4-hour session anymore. So, we're going to do what we normally do and go around, say, hey, who we are, who we're playing, our character sentence, and then we'll go into recap and get started. Also, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody had a nice holidays. So, starting with Amaya.
Hi, hello. My name is Maya. I play Mishi, a guarded beast who speaks for the land, and my voice is a little bit gone today. It's fine.
Ange.
Hello there, lovely beings. It's good to see you again. I hope you've been well and welcome to a new year of hijinks. My name is Angela Lemos Mogrovejo. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Camila Gutierrez, who is a vicious god who sees beyond.
Hello everyone, my name is Soul and I use they them pronouns. Tonight for you, I will be playing Onyx Scaletooth, who is a rugged dragon who bears a halo of fire.
So I can go. Last but not least.
Hello, everybody. My name is Charlie. I use he, they, she pronouns, and I'll be playing Bonnie Janet, a strong-willed explorer who looks for trouble. I remembered my character sentence this week. And I believe I'll be launching into the recap because these motherfuckers made the mistake of letting the white man record history. That's the finale! I had to get one more in.
You're so right, though. What have we done?
Look, we did!
Oh, no!
I can say anything right now, and none of you could prove me wrong.
No, I can prove you wrong. No one will believe me, though.
They'll do think pieces about why did Angela say that Charlie was wrong?
Anyways, sorry. Last we left off, we fought Camilla because Camilla was kind of forced into her true form by the other gods of her world, and she attacked us all. And it was a little bit touch and go for a little while, with some of us losing a lot of our stat points and becoming very close to death and or injury. But working together, we all managed to subdue her. But we kind of went out of the frying pan into the fire as it turned into a very tense and emotional standoff with Camilla and Janet on one side and Mishi and Onyx on the other. Teehee. Can't even defend my girlfriend these days because of woke. Sorry. I'm in a weird energy. I'm in a weird headspace today.
Have you had any energy drinks today?
I'm drinking a Celsius as we speak. Why do you ask? But we managed to rest for a few minutes. Both sides of the group having little heart-to-hearts before we decided to continue on our journey, and we had to play untangle a little bit of book inception by taking the newest book out of Xibalba and back into the library, checking in with Dewey, the best boy, and with Janet and Mishi having one last little confrontation and getting on the same page before we jumped back into the final Frankenstein book made by Reed, who we have yet to see the face of, and ending up back in a weird combination of Carterhaw, Janet's forest, with Onyx's tower superimposed onto the landscape, with dark clouds in one direction and the looming terrifying silhouette of Onyx's mom to the other direction. And we decided to go deal with Mom first.
Which is a choice. Neither were great, but a choice was made, and we're sticking with it. And I, for one, have no idea what's going to happen next. That makes two people, because I don't know either.
Oh, good.
I just have some things in my notes and things to do. I don't know what y'all are fucking doing. Anyway, quick last reminder, as we are winding up for our 2 sessions, we are raising money for PCRF, and if you would like to help us reach $700, which we are $20 away from, you can do !donate, and it is also pinned in the chat. You can give our players assets, you can give our players ciphers, you can give them critical successes, or me, a natural 1. Please give me a natural 1. But yeah, go check that out. Help us raise some great money, and we're gonna get started. We all ready for part 1 of our finale? Mm-hmm. Okay, so as Charlie just told us, the 5 of you, 4.5, 5 of you, because Ias is also there. He's a child. He counts as a half.
Okay, yeah.
The 4.5 of you are heading west towards the dark tower that Onyx saw from the branches earlier, where Mishi saw Obsidian, Onyx's mom, talking to Reed on the parapet in the little scrying necklace that Janet got from Titania. It is going to be a little bit of a hike because you are in the middle of Carterhaw. It is not a small forest, to put it quite simply. But Janet, at least for you, you know where you're going. You know this place inside and out. You have been looking for trouble, and you have found it on multiple occasions in this wood. And Onyx, you got a good enough bearing in general when you got a good look from the treetops. And also, you just kind of know where home is. Almost just like a homing pigeon. So, what is this like? It's going to probably take the better part of, like, an hour to get to the edge of the forest that is surrounding the tower. Wow. The wood doesn't go right up to the fortress, but so there is a bit of a clearing.
Yeah, Onyx, was very much set to, like, go forward, brave, heading towards her mother, and I think she just sort of stops, like, in front of the group, and she turns around and looks at everyone, and she turns back and she's like, this is going to take a long time. I don't want this to take a long time. I'll lose my resolve. And Onyx, turns away from everyone. What does Onyx know about human children?
What does Onyx know about human children? You technically technically raised a human child.
I guess.
I use the
Like,
word raise very
yeah.
loosely.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking more about modesty. And I think, well, no. Yeah, so I think she sort of like, she looks back at everybody and looks forward again. And is just like, there will be no turning back once I do what I'm about to do. She will know that I am here, if she doesn't already. Are you prepared? Amaya, I can't hear you if you're speaking. I see your mouth moving.
I don't think we intend on turning back.
And so Onyx nods and says, "Stay there," and sort of moves forward a bit more. And as she does, she starts to bend a bit, like she's in pain, but she's not making any pain noises. In fact, it almost sounds like when you come up for air after like being underwater for a long time, as like her image almost starts to blur, and you feel like almost like a presence of like hot air starting to like push out and like shake the trees. And as leaves fall, like they almost start to like sizzle a bit as Onyx grows and shifts and changes and becomes an eastern dragon. She is a large four-legged dragon with onyx-colored belly scales. And her other scales are shine like rubies. Her crown of horns is no longer just two. There's like 6 proud slanted horns, and her tail sort of looks sharp with spines that go across the end. And like I said, Onyx is like basically the size of an elephant. Like at the shoulder, I think that's around 13 feet tall. Am I wrong? How tall is an elephant? I feel like they're very tall.
Depends on the kind.
Asian elephant, I think, is the largest.
Thank you, Google.
Sounds of Google.
Roughly 9
Thank you, Barbie.
feet is what I'm seeing.
6 to 12 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah.
9 feet. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for larger because she's tall. But she's not a heavy looking dragon. While she's tall, like her body is almost like a little bit like curly, like thin and definitely made much for speed.
She got lanky and legs for days.
Yeah. And Onyx like sort of crouches low to the ground and like tilts back her head, and in a different voice, "We'll fly."
Yeah.
And when she says that, that's when wings sort of like seem to burst out and open. And while on the top, they are the same red scaled with like the membrane of her wings is black.
You're inviting us up? We can climb on you.
Yes.
Great. Immediately. Not dignified at all. Janet's very excited to fly on a dragon.
Ias's mouth is hanging open.
I think even Mishi seems to be almost in awe a little bit. And then she's like, focus on the goal again, and also climbs up, but kind of like reaches a hand down for Ias, who is much smaller.
Just like grab him by the scruff of the
Yeah.
Just like grab and yeet up to the
Yes.
top. Like a sack of potatoes.
Meanwhile, the one very clearly disabled member of the group very much struggles to climb up said dragon. Nobody helping. Girlfriend left her on the ground.
I can help.
Oh, I
Reach
also
a
want
hand
to say
down.
that Sochi probably stayed in Xibalba.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, because you were kind of on a rampage, and Sochi wasn't about to get eaten.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Also, Sochi's dealt with enough on this trip. I think she deserves a break.
Yeah, she stayed home.
And a raise.
Assuming she gets paid.
That's why she deserves a raise. She needs to start getting
0
paid.
times 0 is still 0.
So she's got a 401k, actually.
So she will go from 300 bugs to 303 bugs. 1% increase.
No, we're doing it. We're at least a 20% increase on that wage. We're going to 360 bucks. Thank you very much.
Negotiating with the union.
Well, if it's negotiated with the union, I ain't gonna fuck with them. I'll put it up to 400. I don't care.
Fair enough.
Aim high. Yeah, so the 4 of you have boarded the dragon taxi.
When you are, again, Onyx is just very, very still as you climb on. When you are all on, Onyx sort of takes a deep breath, and again, this this low, deep tone is just like, you will not fall as long as you stay firm. And again, those wings shoot out and you hear like branches break and like the sounds of like creatures like fleeing and everything, and then just like the sound of many loud flaps, and then into the sky.
It is fast. Onyx was built for speed. Camilla, you have obviously flown before, but this is completely different than anything you have experienced when you've taken to the air. When Onyx makes it to the sky, you get a much clearer view of what she described before. So you see this gigantic forest. And in the middle, the very center, is this huge tower. It's like 2 towers like stacked on top of each other. One meant for dragons, and a smaller one meant for a smaller, like a person, like a human. And to the north, you see a singular dark storm cloud that has a bunch of heat lightning just threading through it. And every once in a while, there is a crack of thunder. Onyx, what is the goal?
The goal is to make it to the tower to reach Reed before Onyx loses her her nerve, because realizing that she is literally home and could just as easily be put away in her tower is slowly dawning on her.
Oof. Ow.
Yeah.
So you are flying towards your home, your tower, which is almost Goldilocks and the Three Bears have some people in your house. And your mother is curled around the outside of your home. partially laying on the parapets. And now that you're getting much closer, one, obviously she was already looking in your direction. You made a huge ass bunch of noise in the woods with breaking trees and branches and animals scurrying back and forth. So there was no stealth in this whatsoever. So as you are making your way towards her, she is uncurling herself. Her eyes are on alert. And just like you saw in the scrying crystal, Mishi, Onyx, you see something you've never seen before. A really large, thick-banded gold necklace around your mother's neck. And she's uncurling herself, and she's taking flight and flying fast towards you. She's not as fast as you. You've actually, like, if you were like sprinting, you're a little faster than her. But as you've previously mentioned, your mother is more of a fighter, not a magic user. So she's got you in the bulk and strength department.
Oh yeah, like, Obsidian is probably 3 times, if not larger, than Onyx. And so now we have complete blackness flying towards us. And storm clouds behind us, so...
Well, to your right. Storm clouds to your right.
To our right, yeah. Mare?
Mm-hmm.
What can I roll to get a vibe check?
Insight.
There we go.
So it would be an intelligence check. I have to look at the stat block for dragons. 1 second. Because I am taking the stat block from the roll.
That makes sense.
The second we were in the air, Mishi's claws were like into Onyx's back. She has never been in the sky before. This is new. I'm like a cat who's like just clinging on.
This perfect. Isn't. I'm gonna say this is. It's not gonna be the same exact challenge as the challenge rating of a dragon, but it'll be a little easier for you. So for you, it'll be like a challenge 5.
Cool. You got
this. Good to know.
Obviously, you're gonna get information no matter what, but the exact information will be harder to determine.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's coming at you, and there is no sign of hesitation. She's coming in hot to protect what is hers.
Okay, Onyx.
This is a dragon in the midst of protecting like a horde or something else very important, and she has seen a threat.
I think so. Onyx is flying straight forward, and Onyx says, "I think you did something to my mother. Hold on," and I think Mayor Onyx is gonna play chicken, and is gonna be flying directly at her mother, and then try some evasive ass maneuvers to get past her try and get to the tower.
Sure.
I also have a thought.
Okay, what is everyone?
Amaya go first.
What's everyone doing?
Yeah. Mishi doesn't want to fall. She's going to help Onyx by using Blessing of the Gods to I can ease a task for 1 minute. I would like to ease flying for Onyx, like staying upright.
Yeah,
airborne.
Flying, acrobatics, stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely.
So that is eased for 1 minute.
If I can, I assume Janet would be near the front of Onyx because she got up there first. I'd like to use my protector feat to give Onyx ease a task on speed defense rolls, just in case this ends up being like a speed check thing for like evasive maneuvers, and just go and that just looks like she's like on your left, on your left, on your left, on your left.
Angela?
So question. Soul, has Onyx told folks that necklace shouldn't, like that necklace?
No, not yet. Because she's still confused about it.
Okay.
Just a smidge.
She just said that something is. What did I say? Something's wrong, or that he did something.
He did something.
Did something
Okay.
to her. He didn't. She doesn't say. She hasn't said what.
Then I am going to use Overwatch in this case. I can use a ranged weapon to target a limited area, such as a doorway, a hallway, or the eastern side of the clearing, and make an attack against the next viable target to enter that area. This works like a wait action, but I negate any benefit from cover, position, surprise, range, illumination, or visibility. And I can inflict an additional point of damage, and I can remain on Overwatch as long as I want within reason. So I'm just gonna wait.
Sure.
With the one ceremonial dagger I have left, because I gave my girlfriend the other one. Welcome, babe. And just, if it looks like something is going to get very bad.
I don't know about bad, but she's gonna get very close. And from what Soul just tells me, it sounds like Onyx just is gonna like graze her mother and just like get out of the way super fast, get as close as possible, and just change direction.
Yeah, because my thoughts are, right, and Onyx's thoughts would be, I'm speedy, my mother is not. If I can get super close and then get past her, she's gonna take a long time to turn around.
Correct.
While I can keep getting closer.
That is correct, yeah.
And I think what she can get out of the plan as she's focusing is just like, we're gonna try and trick her.
Okay.
And that's all she says, like, as like, again, like air streams past you guys.
Yeah, so what I will say is there's no surprise. Your mother is coming in for a straight on attack at you. It looks like she's probably gonna like tackle you. So yes, this will be a speed defense roll. So both Mishi's and Janet's assets will apply to you. So you have 2 assets. This is a challenge 6. Camilla, if you want to do an attack, because you will be close enough.
Okay, then I will switch that instead to a swipe, because if this lands, it will deal less damage, but all of her tasks will be hindered.
Okay.
Which is still a benefit to us, considering we're fighting a fucking dragon.
Yes.
Fighting's a strong word.
It's not a great stat block for y'all.
Yeah, that's what I've gathered.
Yeah.
What is it? A difficulty 5 for this?
No, she's a challenge 7.
Challenge 7.
Oh, she's a challenge 7.
Oh, God.
Fuck me.
When Mare said that, I was like, when Mare said it's a little easier for you, yeah, it's like, yeah, because that's my mom, and it's already 2 off. It's like at least 1 or 2 off.
So, but speed defense rolls is at a challenge 6 due to size.
Perfect.
So it starts at 6 for speed defense.
Yes, I will go ahead. So I already have 2
assets.
2 assets.
That's challenge 4.
So I am gonna go ahead and use. She really doesn't want this to hurt her,
or your friends.
Yeah, or my friends. Yep, both are good. But I have no edge in speed. So I am going to go ahead and, you know what? No, we're gonna do 2 levels. Let's go. So now it's a 2 task.
You roll while you tell me what happened.
I put in 2 points of effort to bring it down to a difficulty 5.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Let's go!
All right.
Fun times, because I rolled a 19.
So you got a minor effect. Okay, so both of you, tell me what this looks like. You with Camilla with your major effect and Onyx with your minor effect that succeeds.
Okay. Angel, do you already have an idea for like what you want to use for what you'd want to do for a major effect?
Have you made clear that you don't want your mother to get severely hurt? Have you made this explicitly clear to Camilla?
Onyx, actually, when Mishi said we might have to kill your mom, Onyx, in a very grave way, said, and hasn't explained to you all, that's how the story ends anyway.
Wow, I feel even more like a shit. Thanks, Soul. I know exactly what I want to try and do if I can get close enough to her eyes.
Oh, I had a feeling you're gonna go. Please don't go into a lot of description. This is this is a veil
not.
for me.
I'm not.
Yep, perfect. I had a feeling this is the direction it was gonna go. Go for it. Describe.
Soul, do you want to go first since you're the
Oh yeah,
setup for this?
Onyx sort of again, like, she is racing towards it, and if that's going to be your major effect, the minor effect is I think she wants to almost graze her claws on the collar to see if she can glean anything from touching it as she passes by. So almost like a swipe, and that's how maybe they get so close to Obsidian's face.
Yeah, I think with getting close enough, Camilla will take the small opportunity she has. It's less trying to do anything severe damage to the eye. It's just causing an irritation around it where it's bothering her enough.
She's got a bad case of pink eye.
Basically, scraping around her eye so that the scales are irritated, more akin to a bad eyelash getting stuck somewhere and bothering your eyes.
Yeah.
Except it's a dragon scale,
Oh yeah,
that's
it's
been
gonna be a
broken
hot
off.
minute before she gets her vision back for a little bit, before she can see clearly.
That's about the most I can do, unless you want me to jump on her back and do a couple other things that are less advisable if you want a living dragon.
I mean, if you want to live too, again, that's a level 7 dragon, and you do not have your tier 6 powers.
I have a diadem of death, though, and if I get this thing on her, she's gonna be fucked up, sort of. But no, I don't. I just want to get her. I'm I think even Camilla is sensible enough to know when to not pick a fight with something that will kick her ass, which isn't very often.
It's it's a zoom in and just small grab onto the collar and almost use that to push past her.
Yeah. Roll me an Arcana check, a knowledge-based or intellect task.
Perfect. See, I have that. All right, I have training in magic and understanding and identifying properties, and I have 15 intellect points. So I'm gonna.
You're a smart cookie.
Has Onyx technically been the smartest person in the party this whole time?
Yes.
Comparatively, yes.
She got nerfed early on by me.
16.
Again, I didn't have to go that hard, but it was fun.
That's fair.
How many does Onyx have?
16.
So does Mishi. We're tied.
15.
Hell yeah.
No, Mishi's smarter.
Mishi has 16. So
No, I have 15.
Oh wait,
Mishi has more to draw from in her intellect.
It's more. Yeah, it's more about wisdom. Is the
But I am gonna do 2 levels of effort there, which is 3 and then 2 minus 1.4 points of effort. And so that's 3 off. Do you want to tell me the target number?
Original target number was a 5. Sorry,
Fantastic.
15. It was, target 15.
Yeah, I get you.
What'd you get?
Fantastic, because I just rolled a 7.
Wait, you had 2 assets?
I had 2. I had 1 asset, and then I used 2 effort.
you had 2 assets, 1 from me, 1 from Mishi.
You made
I
it.
thought those were just on the speed defense.
No, you made it.
This was a speed defense roll.
You needed to get
this is our.
So it
Oh,
was
for
a-
the
sorry,
Arcana.
Originally, it was a challenge 5. You reduced it by 3. You needed a 6.
Yes, exactly.
So you got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh my god, thank god.
So
You don't know what's going on.
you don't know exactly what this is. You don't know you don't have a name for this item or anything, but you are able to glean what it does just by touching it. And when you touch it, you almost for a split second feel your own personal will sliding away. But you only touch it for a split second because you're just jumping off and flying towards the tower. This is a compulsion effect, like a chaos or a control monster type spell. So your mom is not doing this of her own volition.
Immediate reaction as she takes on speed, and I think she roars, Reed is controlling my mother's mind.
Fuck this guy. For real.
And I think around you guys, you feel the air grow warmer, but not too hot for you, as Onyx activates her Shroud of Flames for free. And you see this barrier of warm energy alight all of you. And then a second pair of wings sprouts with my Wings of Flame ability from Bears a Halo of Fire. And Onyx is using that to increase her speed as she approaches the tower, more like a phoenix than a dragon, just roaring with rage.
So you fly past your mother, Camilla basically raking her claws against your mother's like face and eyes. If any of you look back, you all hear the, between Onyx's yelling and the raging of flames around you, the sound of trees and wood splintering and breaking with a cry of anger. And if any of you look back, Onyx's mom, Obsidian, has just kind of like skidded into the forest. She can't see, so she's like off course, off kilter, and she's whipping her head around trying to like figure out her sense of direction. Onyx, where are you going? You have made it past your mother, and she's not going to be able to follow right away.
Again, sort of soaring straight at where her head was, and I think she calls back to the group, and she's just like, Reed was up at the balcony, right?
That's what we saw.
It's gonna be a rough landing. And that's Onyx is warning them to brace. Like, again, like, just like putting out claws in front of her, like as she is approaching to like almost grab the tower.
Yeah. You land. There is the some of the rocks and stones fall off from your impact and just like clatter down the side of the tower, hitting stone upon stone as they fall. You don't see Reed right now. He's not. He left who knows how long ago, but it is just all of you here.
This motherfucker.
Now, is this part where you landed somewhere where you can enter, or is this just like a human-sized entrance?
No, if this is the large tower like you were describing, this is somewhere that Onyx can enter.
Yeah, you can enter.
Yeah, and so like you see this large balcony. You guys see that there's a lot of old scrapes on the side of this tower. Like, this is a place where probably many people have landed before. And you see just how deeply those black claws have dragged into the stone here. As she curls her hands over the walls of the parapet and, like, sort of pushes down to where this large expanse of stone is, and this almost huge barn-style door at the top of this tower, because it's got to fit dragons in it. And Onyx sort of leans close to the floor, and says, "Do you all want to get down, or will you prefer to ride me through? This is my mother's hoard, after all."
Would, if we split up, take different layers of the tower, we might have a better chance of catching him wherever he went.
You also know this place best.
Onyx nods, and there's something in her, like her eyes are like huge, like amber, with like a large black slit in them, and they sort of, the slit seems to go even thinner, and there's something very cruel we can do that might make this faster. But I do not know if I have the ability to do it.
What you thinking?
You want to burn down the tower?
No. It is worse.
Oh!
What did you say? You were a little low.
Oh, no. It is worse. And Onyx actually, again, leans her head up and looks over the parapet down at the much smaller tower. And is just like, I think I know where his child is. It will make this faster.
No.
Yeah, no.
Understood.
I want to point out above the table, Arias is with us, so definitely no.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
you don't know if the kid is in the tower right now because the last thing you read in the book was that she was in Onyx's horde.
Well, yeah, my horde is in that tower.
Oh, the smaller tower?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
with all my soft stuff. That's how Onyx knows where she is. She's
Sorry,
just
I thought
like,
it was in the
huh.
bigger tower.
Oh no.
No, we find Reed ourselves.
Reed's responsible, not the kid.
Yes. I know. And
Don't mind me just adding stuff to Obsidian's hordes because I forgot to do this.
there's
Being
books,
behind the veil.
jewels, and you can make up whatever else. I just know that I have said books and jewels live before.
I'm just rolling on the artifacts table.
Oh, fantastic.
Artifacts table?
Pay no attention to the DM behind the curtain.
Ah,
Yeah. And then Onyx sort of turns back towards the barn doors and is just like, and he is in a very powerful place. And she sort of walks forward and opens the doors before she crouches back down to the floor. The girl shouldn't be in here, and we should be free to do what we need to find him. This top floor, it's for guests. It's comfortable. He may be hiding here. The rest of the tower is my mother's meeting rooms, hoard, her chambers.
by the way, you have no idea where your mom's hoard is. You have no clue where she hides it.
Oh yeah, but I know that it's in this tower.
You know it's in the tower, but that's it.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's get to it then.
Let's find him.
All right. So you're just walking around the tower at first?
Are we gonna split up or are we gonna move?
Yeah, tell me what y'all are
together?
doing.
I'd
what I
say
wasn't
stay
sure.
together. Stay
Okay.
together.
I don't mind if you split the party. I'm not a coward.
Whoa, fighting words.
No, like I know a lot of GMs are like, "Oh, don't split the party. It's so much work." And I'm just like, just get good.
Yeah, just
Skill issue.
It's a skill issue.
just get as
I
good
have
as
a
at
limited
timing
cognitive
and
load.
pacing as Mare is.
Go to hell.
All right. But if everyone doesn't move from Onyx, she begins to like run through the towers, like again her claws sort of like clacking on the stone as she moves and tries to like see if she can scent out Reed.
Okay, so roll me a perception task based on scent, as you're basically running up and down the tower. Camilla, I would like you to also roll a perception check.
Gonna ask. 'Cause
Yes, it
I'm-
applies. Your sees
Alright.
beyond ability, if it's hidden. applies.
This is like the
also-
night vision of D&D. Like, when I have night vision.
What about night? What about night
Well,
vision?
here's the thing, though. A question: does tracking creatures also apply to this?
Yours is not for Onyx. Yours is something different. I'm having you roll for something else.
Oh, okay. What is the difficulty?
This will be a challenge 5 for Camilla. But your See Beyond ability applies
Automatically, so it drops it to 4.
I can't. Is that a 20?
It's a 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
No.
Okay.
It's a 1.
All right,
well,
we'll figure that out.
I will spend a little
Mary got a
effort to
free
bring
one.
it down to
Didn't
a
have
3.
to wait for somebody to pay $50. Even though you really should donate to the PCRF.
These are homegrown organic nat ones, not imported.
That is a 15, Mare, so that does pass.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So Onyx, you're running around. You're like a dog who has lost a scent. His smell is not here. You smell a kid, you smell your mom, you smell a donkey, but no Reed. Camilla, you are running around and you see a couple doors that have a shimmer of magic over them. Your eyes just kind of like go over, like glance over them, slide over them at first until you realize, wait a second, there is something there. You see 2 doors at different points. Like one is like partway through the tower and then like one is closer to the bottom.
There's another door here.
There's 2 other doors.
2 other doors.
What was that, Onyx?
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Onyx stops and let me see if Zoom is trying to silence me. It is. Onyx stops when Camilla says that and sort of like lashes her tail against one of the walls, like leaving like a scrape of scales behind, like an awful like a scuff on the wall, and it's just like, well, I can't scent him, so let's try the door. Where is it?
Points them both out.
Okay, I'm assuming that she would get the most frustrated near the bottom. So what can I see this door near the bottom?
You can't see a fucking door. There's no door here.
Onyx sort of looks and then tilts her head back to look at Camilla and is just like, is it invisible?
For whatever reason, only I can see it.
Oh, okay.
She goes to touch the door. One of them, which is there a left and a right door?
No,
there's
2...
one around the middle of the tower and then one near the bottom.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, the one near the bottom of the tower is like dragon-sized.
The middle one, then.
I was just saying that Onyx probably, out of anger, stopped near the bottom when Camilla pointed one out. So this current one we're at is near the bottom.
Yeah, I think she would tell you. I think he may be hiding somewhere where the dragon can't get to. But that's her thought process.
So the smaller door?
Yes. She's also not looking great, by the way, folks.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I think Onyx starts to like climb back up the tower, but when Onyx looks and sees that Camilla isn't okay, it's not like she can be private in a giant form, and so it's just like, Camilla, I'm sorry you haven't gotten a chance to recover.
Don't be. I'd rather see this through to the end.
Quick question. What other places are there in both of the towers in terms like kitchens, laundries, like storage, etc., etc.?
There's not a kitchen. There is a larder. And that is what people might think is like a regular dragon's hoard. Because it is filled with jewels and precious metals and like stones and stuff, as well as like the occasional like hunted animals. Because dragon can just eat thing whole. Don't need cook. But there's like a large larder. There's definitely like an underground tunnel between the two towers that the dragons can like fit through.
Oh, so the towers are next to each other.
That was yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were like
That
on
was my
top of each other.
Oh.
Might be.
I was like, there's the in-law suite where Onyx has been in detention for a couple decades.
So she shared a tower with Petite.
Yes.
Got it. I see now. Makes sense.
Yes. Which probably only made it more annoying for Petite, to be honest. But yeah, so Onyx, so there's like a larder. I think there are like magic pools where one can like rest and like clean your scales with like delicious magic oils or whatever. I don't know. What would an old dragon queen have? Crazy ass shit, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. And I think just a lot of like places to leave and enter from. Like a lot of places with like history, like marked, like magic marked into the walls to tell like history and like old important things. I think that's
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mishi and Janet, what are you up to while this mad dash up and down the things is happening? Ias is holding on to you, Mishi.
Holding on. Yeah, we're holding on. That's all. Holding on, waiting the second she sees Reed.
Yeah, for sure. So this new space that Onyx has gone into, is that through one of the invisible doors or is that somewhere else?
You haven't entered any of the doors yet.
Okay. I think Janet doesn't really want to waste any more time. I think Janet would try and start making her way towards the smaller door, following Camilla's logic that he would hide somewhere the dragon can't get to.
Okay.
And people can come with me or not, but that's where I'm going.
Yeah. So the small door, you can't see the door, but Camilla can. It is locked. I will say that much.
I am trained in breaking things. Can I try and break the lock?
You can. You are trained in breaking things.
I don't have my dice with me because LaGuardia Airport sucks.
Fuck you, LaGuardia.
So I can either roll virtual dice, which has never been good for me, or maybe someone can roll for me.
I just rolled a natural one, so logic dictates that it'll be a better roll this time.
Surely. That's how math works.
Totally.
That is how math works. That's how probability works.
This would be a challenge for difficulty.
Okay. So because I'm
stack.
trained in breaking things, there's that. Yeah, so that would be a 3. I don't know. Would you allow someone else to roll for me, GM?
Yeah.
I just don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust algorithms.
No. If someone wants to roll
I feel bad
for
because
you,
I already rolled for you. I can't tell you what you got until you decide to use points, I think.
Yes, correct. That is correct.
I am.
Because right now you have a 55-45 shot.
I am kind of low on might right now, unfortunately.
Your
So
girlfriend beat the shit.
because
Hurt the
my
fuck outta
girlfriend
you
beat the
last-
shit out of me. It's fine.
We patched up. We were sorry. It was bad.
I mean, I'll spend 1 to take it down to a 2, challenge 2.
Do that.
And you know what, Saul? I trust you. What'd you roll, babe?
I rolled a 12, so you were good, but I couldn't let you know that you
Okay.
were good.
Fair enough.
It's against the rules.
It's against the law.
Yeah.
So Janet busts this lock.
Truly, just she asks Camilla to point out the like general outline of the door, and then just literally kicks the door in.
All of a sudden, to everyone else's eyes, it looks like Janet is kicking a stone wall. But as soon as like her foot connects with the door appears and is kicked in.
I still do not understand doors.
I don't understand doors either.
Strange.
I didn't even know my mother had this door.
Well, she doesn't anymore.
And inside, you see looks like a cross between a private library and office.
Any sign?
No.
Where did he fucking go? He was here literally 2 seconds ago.
He was on the tower earlier. He can't be far.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where?
I think Onyx pushes her face up against the door.
It smells like your mom.
Yeah.
The room smells like your mom.
Uh-huh.
This is my mother's office. I didn't know her to take a smaller form.
She knows how. She doesn't often use it, but she does know how to transform into a human.
Didn't think a dragon would need an office. To be
Where else
completely.
is she gonna do her taxes?
It's getting near that time, folks.
When Janet says, "I didn't know dragons could eat an office," Onyx like, she is a queen. Janet.
Listen, fair enough. I just
To
didn't know.
do queen dragon taxes.
I
That's true.
didn't,
She's
I didn't
collecting
know.
the taxes.
Yeah.
In my ignorance, I assumed that dragons didn't have as much of a fondness for paperwork as humans do, and that's something new I learned today.
Onyx carefully rears her head back from the door and then like stares back downwards where they had been and is just like, it's unfortunately very common. And she's going to, and then she says, "I'm going to fly us down to do this faster. Please remount."
Janet's a good girlfriend and helps Camilla this time.
Camilla, this will be easier if you grab my horns.
Fair enough.
And then like a little shake of the tail, like a cat getting ready to like do some zoomies.
Oh, I love the zoomies.
And just sort of heading towards like where like the stairs or chute downward would be, and instead of running down the stairs, just like the lift of like the flame wings to like try and coast down as fast as she can without crashing.
You are able to make it to the bottom of the stairs. Camilla, there is that big ass fucking door, like another set of barn doors, basically, that you can see.
Can she push it open?
It is also locked.
Damn it!
And this one also seems spelled. You see runes on the door.
Lord.
Onyx will say, "Can you help me see it?"
She will point out and indicate exactly where the runes are. Every exact position for them for Onyx.
Are the runes something that like I am aware of? Like, are they magic that I'm aware of?
If like Camilla is able to like writes on the door, like traces over them, you can read them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that you don't even need to like roll for knowledge on this, because I feel like your mom would have like hammered this type of magic into you. It is like it's like a protection trap thing.
age-old tradition of children breaking their parents' passwords to get access to things that they're not supposed to. Knowing the runes that this is, Onyx is going to get her face really up close to where this door she can't see is, and start hurling magic like breaking spells at it. Like, yes, protection runes. Let's say, my mother's birthday and her maiden name with our old dog's name.
What is Obsidian's maiden name? I have to know.
Bold of you to assume she has a maiden name.
Yeah, it's probably just Scale-Tooth.
She's a boss-ass bitch. She not taking any maiden names.
Soul introduced the concept. I'm just following up. That's called world building, baby.
The maiden name is actually just the first human girl she imprisoned in a tower.
I was thinking Scale-Tooth is... Oh my god. Wow, but roll me an Arcana check with one asset. It's challenge 7. It's equal to your mom.
Oh.
Okay, so you're saying that I have one asset. Is that outside of my magic understanding? And
correct.
All right, so then I have 2 assets.
Because you're basically using your inside knowledge of mom.
Yes. That's only a 25% chance, so we're gonna use more intellect.
I hate it too.
Listen, a friend of mine has a character perk in our home game that's just dad lore. So like, it's not, it's not impossible.
Wow.
Okay, that's a 16, and I used 2 levels of effort, and I had 2 things against it. I didn't have to use levels of effort, but we did it just in case. But we got it. We did it.
So everybody feels this little wave of heat from this now visible door, and the magic just kind of burns away. It looks like that the door is on fire for a split second before it just goes poof, and you see a big ass fucking door.
Mare, is this my mother's hoard?
You're gonna have to go look. I can't say anything.
I mean, Onyx is gonna push it open with her big ass dragon hand.
You smell gold. You smell magic.
Oh, this is gonna be bad when she gets back. What do you all know about dragons? Well, what do you know about dragons, Jenna?
Quite big and very protective of their horns. Listen, I'm trying to manifest an atmosphere of positivity and optimism. That's all that was. It's gonna be fine.
I didn't even know I was one, so clearly very little.
It did not pick you up.
Nope.
Zoom! Homophobic, transphobic. I will have to guard this door. None of you would last a moment. Not with her might to bear in this small place. If you cannot find Reed inside, there will be items that might be able to help us in there. And Onyx lays herself on the floor to make it easy as she can for Camilla, and also Ias.
Ias is spry. He jumps.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading actually seeing what I actually rolled on the items. I'm reading what they actually do right now, so roleplay.
Yeah, no worries.
Good enough.
I think Camilla takes a moment to, like, feeling, even just getting off of Onyx, that, like, she is not doing so well. You watch as, like, various flowers begin to, like, cover over her body, and she adopts the wooden form that you had seen a few sections back. So because she has I need that armor in case things go really bad, because I don't have a lot to spare. So yes, I've taken the wooden body, and my limbs now count as medium weapons. So now I have claws and limbs that work as medium weapons.
Nice. Beautiful.
I think when Camilla gets down, Onyx sort of moves her face and almost like very carefully tries to like nose Camilla's arm. And it's just like, do not push yourself too hard here.
She doesn't really give that much of a reaction. I think her breathing is still, even in the form. If you could imagine a tree having just slightly, almost like stilted breathing, that's kind of what she looks like right now.
Almost like a little micro creak is like.
I'm envisioning it being like almost petrified wood at this point. Oh, that's so sad.
That's my bones all the time.
Sword and
Mine
key.
too,
Our bones
buddy.
are bad.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is just 30s. Amaya, welcome to the future.
I got a joint disorder. That's just me all the
Sweet.
time. That's me all the time.
But yeah, just sort of that warning to Camilla, and then over to Janet. Just again, this like big dragon face, like pushing like right up against your side. If he is controlling her. I will make sure that she does not get to you.
Save her if that's what you want.
I'll try.
We'll leave a bit of his arse for you to kick.
So remind me what y'all are doing. So you're going down into the horde, all of you?
I think
Onyx is staying at the entrance in case her mother
Returns.
appears.
Pissed.
She will return, and she will be angry.
Angry as fuck.
So Onyx is...
Yeah. Before we go to break, because we're going to take break a little early since we're ending early today, I will say that as the 3.5 of you start heading down into the horde, you all hear outside the sound of roaring thunder and cracking lightning encased in the screech of a bird. And then you hear an angry yell of a dragon. And then we're going to go to break.
it's fine.
It's fine. Hey, bye, everybody. We'll be back, I don't know, shortly. See you soon. Bye. Hey, everybody. We're back from break. Basically, the party is going to go raid Obsidian, Onyx's mom's horde. Which is a choice.
Listen, this is either where Reed is hiding,
We're going to find some cool shit.
or we're gonna find some cool shit to hopefully help us free my mom.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so the 3 of you plus Ias go down into these really broad stairs, and it's actually not even stairs, it's more of a ramp. And eventually you're going down and down and down, and the candles and lanterns and sconces just light up as you pass them. And you are eventually led into this very large cavern. What else? What did you say your mom collects again, Onyx?
What Onyx knows she collects is books and jewels.
Yes. So you see a lot of gold. You see a lot of jewels. You see a lot of bookshelves, many of which are locked from the outside. And also a not insignificant number of miscellaneous items, which just kind of hum with power. But no one's down here, except you.
Is there anything down here that looks like it might have healing capabilities?
Anything that is a like magic item is actually on a pedestal. And it's all labeled and organized.
Yes.
with the effect on what they do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a bunch of artifacts in the chat for all y'all.
Oh god.
Ooh.
So first things first, the first one is a woolen cap soaked in blood.
Oh, yes.
Dibs.
You see a knapsack with embroidered feathers on it. A wooden talisman in the shape of a bear. A bag with 2 handles and a clasp. A bag of dust that looks like it was just glitter bombed. An umbrella. And a mirror hung on a wall, swirling with mist. I'll give you a level if you use any of these. Just remind me. Which one are you laughing at, Amaya?
All of them. What? Mainly the bear, because it's really funny.
I think the bear.
Can I read the label on the bear one?
Please do it.
I do. Oh, it's in the chat. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
How does Discord work? Interesting. She bear, when placed in the mouth, changes the wielder into the form of a female bear. Holy fuck. While in this form, the user gains +4 to their might, +4 to their speed, and +1 to armor. They also can communicate with other bears while in this form. It lasts for 10 minutes.
I think that might be me. She's so cute.
Oh. Fair
Why?
enough.
Were you thinking about it?
I don't know.
Charlie just wants
Why are
to
you
just
so defensive?
Charlie just wants to be even closer to Merida in the movie.
I didn't get to become the Fae Queen. I think I should get to turn into a bear.
Fair. Ias does not know what any of these do. He can't read.
He didn't get the reading magic.
And neither can Mishi.
Wait, but I thought she got reading powers.
When you're in the collector's library.
I don't think she put that together because I didn't put that together. So she's like, why don't I know what this says? She's just like staring at the labels.
But yeah. Is there any of these that you want to look at or use? Or are you trying to look for anything else? I will allow a search check if anyone wants to look for anything extra.
I would love to make a search check.
This is very organized, so it's not going to be very difficult.
Thank God.
This will be like a challenge 3.
Okay.
Because it is full.
Yeah.
I have some questions about the mirror.
Yeah.
It just says that it grants your request. That's so vague.
Because I didn't give you the whole stat block.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, we should use it to try to find Reed.
Okay.
Please. I just need a GPS tag on this motherfucker.
Yeah, we keep losing him.
Where did he go now?
So you want to look into the mirror and interact with it.
Yes.
All right. It has 6 different abilities. So let's see which one we get. Okay. So when you look into this mirror, you see yourself, Mishi. Your cute little horned self covered in moss and wood, and then all of a sudden your skin and your body is covered in like a silvery reflective surface. Out of character, the first time you take damage, the mirror shatters instead, reflecting the damage back to the user's attacker.
Ooh.
Okay, is her actual skin changed, or is it just
Yes.
her reflection of...
No, your skin has become like reflective and silvery.
Silver Surfer.
I did it wrong. I used the mirror wrong. What did I do?
You're asking the wrong person. I have no clue what you just did.
I asked it to find Reed. And now I am metal.
Ias also looks into it.
Be careful if I turn you metal.
Okay, that one, I'm gonna skip that one. It is not midnight. Ias looks up at you. Who are you looking for again?
Reed.
Ias rolled 2. Allows the viewer to check in on someone they know and who knows them from anywhere.
Ias! MVP Ias!
But the problem is, Ias doesn't know him.
He's seen him. He tracked him into the cave.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're true.
Yeah, that's
The image lasts just a moment, and those being viewed are not aware of that it has happened.
Please, just a physical location or marker.
Or just a more defined sense of. We have like a vague sense of him because we have had like a vague picture done of him, but we haven't really like gotten a full look of him.
Well, we've scryed on him. We know what he looks like now.
Ias is looking
More now.
in the mirror, right? And his brow furrows in confusion. He's in the caves we just came from.
Now,
And
hold on a minute.
he looks frantic.
You're certain they're the same caves?
Like your cave? Or...
He looks over at Camilla.
Oh.
Is he dead?
No.
No. Okay, sure.
But I think he's going deeper into the caves.
We have to go back there?
Wait, no, hold on. I'm misremembering things because you took the book out of the thing.
Yes, we
Okay,
took the
no,
book
I
back
am
to the library.
misremembering. Hold on.
Okay.
Recon.
We're all like, what?
No,
Reverse,
I was
reverse.
very confused. I was doing like, do we need to go back to Inception? No.
On Inception.
He was in the library.
That's what I was worried about.
He's in the library and he was in front of the book. And then he disappeared.
The one that we're in?
Damn it!
What?
He might have left and then he's coming back. I don't know. Janet, were you looking for something?
Yeah. I just want to see. I don't know if healing potions exist in Cypher, but I want to look for the equivalent. Anything. That
Challenge 3.
Ibuprofen, something.
Challenge 3.
One of the items that Mare showed gives you an extra recovery roll. That could be useful.
Oh yeah, the one that
Yeah.
the red cap.
Yeah.
The one soaked in human blood.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
that one.
Anne's already claimed that one, so
Oh, okay.
you can use it if you'd like. Your roll. The one time virtual dice has worked in my favor. That's a fucking nat 20.
You find a cabinet of potions.
Oh my god.
They're not all healing potions. There's probably like 6 healing potions.
I'll fucking take it.
Jesus, that's still pretty good.
There are some there's like potions of, you know what, Google, you know what, D&D Beyond and stuff has stuff for this. Potion generator.
Let's go.
Let's go. D&D.
Oh lord.
We're crossing the streams, folks.
Random potion generator. Oh, why not that? There's a bunch of stuff. Is there anything specifically you're looking for that might be handy? Because with a nat 20, I'll say you find it within reason.
I'm mostly just trying to get us all like back up to full hardiness, especially me and Camilla, as much as we can in this brief moment.
There's six healing potions. I'll say that's 1d6 plus 3 each.
Okay.
I will say there's a couple potions of poison. I will say there's 2 potions of like equivalent of like stone skin or like the ward ability that Onyx has, which would give you +1 armor. And then if you remind me during the week, I'll double check and see what other things there would be.
Okay.
But yes, there's healing potions.
I immediately go for the healing potions, and we're doing shots, everybody.
What is the shot?
Is that Ayas talking?
Like with a bow.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm confused.
And I just drink it. Well, maybe you're fine.
He doesn't need it.
You're fine. Who wants one? Yeah.
Yes.
Camilla,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Drinking potions?
I put on the red cap just to see.
You feel
it seemed appropriate.
You feel a little invigorated. You were to roll a free recovery roll.
I rolled it, and I'm immediately putting it back.
It has been consumed.
All right. I rolled a 6 on my recovery on my potion. Let's fucking go.
It was the 1d6 plus 3, you said?
For the healing potions, yes.
Gotcha.
And those add points to any of our pools or just mine?
Any. So while this is happening, Onyx, what are you doing?
I got a 6.
Let me just say, though, that while everyone else went downstairs, everybody heard the initial, like, lightning and thunder and screech of a bird. But, like, as you went deeper underground, you don't hear it. You hear it less. But Onyx, you hear it more. It's not friendly fire.
Are they fighting?
That's kind of what it sounds like.
The girls are fighting!
Oh my god!
Yeah, Onyx uses a claw and carefully closes the door.
The door to outside?
No, the door to the...
Okay, fair. Good call.
Down. And is gonna take quick advantage to bound back up towards the office.
Oh, okay. You do.
Yeah, and just, like, immediately, like, sort of crash into the door, like, smashing back into, like, her small human form, and is, like, trying to find anything that check to see if Reed left any writings behind. Even if he's not here, he might have been a little asshole and taken over her mom's office.
You don't smell Reed in here, but I will still allow you to do a search check to find something interesting.
All right, we'll do. Perception check.
Yeah.
Go!
I love it. There's so many places, and, like, y'all are doing the thing in video games where you explore everything except for the part you need to go.
Where do we need to go?
Because that might progress the plot, and we don't want to do that yet.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 to make up for my natural 1 from earlier.
Like the third of the night.
I want my major effect to be that whatever I find it immediately.
ASAP. Great. Perfect. So your mom is very organized. She has everything labeled and written. And essentially what you find is some fun little information about why Petite was traded in. So you have specific details. So your mom made a treaty with Petite's parents. And essentially, she is used as a bargaining chip, collateral, a token of trust that there will be peace between the humans and the dragons, or at least the ones that she has control of. Because your mom said she would not harm Petite, the heir of this throne, if the humans did not use an artifact that they had that is described as a beautiful golden jeweled collar that has the ability to command dragons. So as long as they didn't use that, she would not hurt Petite, and vice versa.
Whoops.
I understand that. Don't use your fucking mind control shit on my people, and we won't kill your kill your daughter. That's fine. At least for me, I understand the morality. But Onyx sort of like grabs at the paper, stares at it, and does it say the name of the artifact? Oh my god, I'm sorry, Bluff. You okay? Yeah.
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
swallowed and went down the wrong pipe.
So no worries.
It has a name. I didn't give a name to it, but
All right. Well, if it has a name, immediately Onyx is like pushing through the organized things to try and find like any more information her mother might have on that.
yeah, I'll say this nat 20 file carries over. Your mom, of course, went as soon as she heard about this. She started looking for information on this, because the last thing she wanted, if a human did get in control of a dragon, she wanted to know what it did, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, it is a 2-part item. One is obviously the necklace, the collar, and the other one is another, like a bracelet, a piece of jewelry, which is the transmitter, for lack of a better term. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Mm-hmm. Cool. She's gonna step out of the office. She's gonna head towards a window and look out to see what she can see.
Your mom is still on the ground. It looks like her eyes are slowly starting to take focus, but she is basically being dive bombed and swiped at by a huge black and gold bird of prey. It is bigger than Caulfield. Probably rivaling Onyx.
Bigger than a horse.
Bigger than a horse.
Okay. Well.
And she is being, you can tell this bird is being very, not staying within range for any long period of time. She is also doing a hit and run tactic, because your mom is not as fast.
Onyx reignites her Shroud of Flames, and she feels that power. She feels the knowledge that she had, and she combs her hand as if through hair and produces a ball of flame that she breathes life into, and you see it move and spread, and I am spending 5 intellect points to activate Fire Servant, which is my tier 6 ability from Bears a Halo of Fire. It will only work for 10 minutes, and is a level 5 creature that can be commanded within long range. What's within long range again?
I never remember. We'll say it's in range.
All right.
Age, close, long.
Well, yeah.
Long is ranged weapons kind of distance.
So I can command it within long range, and while her mother is distracted, and she doesn't want her mother to be hurt, but she sees this as the perfect opportunity, and she whispers to the fire servant, "Try and break that collar."
Okay. It flies off. I'll pull a Sooth card for that later.
Cool. But yeah, so just this, and as this like flame goes out, it again just stretches out larger and larger into like a.
All right. Back to the horde party. Ias is being nosy. He's looking around. He's never seen this much stuff, let alone this much shiny stuff.
Getting into.
What are y'all doing?
I am definitely gonna grab the little bear statuette and slip it into my bag. Is there anything else that caught anybody's eye that we can pocket? Because otherwise, I think we gotta go.
What level is the umbrella?
The umbrella is 7.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Was the umbrella
grabbing
too?
that. I'm grabbing that.
Not that you know
Whoa.
what it does.
That's hilarious.
Touch a creature of any size and the umbrella will fold up around it, capturing it inside. Holding the umbrella with the captive inside is an action. A caught character is held for 10 minutes or until they make a successful might roll.
That seems like a interestingly balanced magic item.
I'll take the umbrella and the pixie dust, if we're allowed to take 2.
Oh yeah, it's all here.
Alright, yeah.
Pixie dust is 6. All right.
And can I also pocket the other 3 healing potions?
You may.
Okay.
Artifacts are counted differently than ciphers, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Correct.
I will take the red cap with me. It should not be very hard for me, of all people, to re-soak it in human blood.
Right now, yes.
Wait, there's only one human here.
There's 2. Wait.
Technically 3.
I wasn't listening. I was like stop paying attention, and then I only tuned into that one part.
Technically, there's 5 humans
was
in this
like-
book.
Oh god, we are operating at maximum
I know which one I'm
efficiency
happy
here.
to bleed out.
For sure. Okay.
Y'all have much darker thoughts than I
I
did.
was only half listening.
Well, Ias, you heard me. She.
Jesus.
Ias would shrug. It makes sense. Mishi Peshu kill humans sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise.
Par
More
for the
often
course.
than not, yeah.
So, Onyx, you go back to guarding the door? Okay. As you are coming back, are you all coming back up?
Yeah, I guess so. If he's not here.
Yeah, no. Just pretty magic items. But Onyx, you're the first to notice it, because you're there. Everyone else is still underground, but there is that tunnel. That tunnel is also on this level as well between the 2 towers. You hear small, quick footsteps coming down that corridor. Along with a second set of footsteps following after.
Onyx moves again. She's back in her dragon form. She moves and almost lays down, staring expectantly at the door.
The door or the tunnel?
No, not the door, the tunnel, yes.
Yeah. So the tunnel, you hear the sound of slight giggling and exasperated, an older exasperated person like try to catch their breath as they chase what you can see a young girl coming down the tunnel holding one of your stuffies.
The lamb.
The lamb. They're holding a fuzzy little lamb. She has brown hair braided in 2 pigtails. She's probably like about 9. And then she's followed by a average height masculine individual wearing what used to be pretty fine clothes, definitely like seen better days. There's some repaired cuts, like torn fabric, but they have the head of a donkey. And as there's like a little bit of wheezing, you get there is like one, instead of like human wheezing, there's a slight bray of a donkey. Zoom hates you, hun.
What is going on?
Your guess
I
is as
can't
good as
believe
mine.
Tamlin got turned into an ass, but I actually think this is Prince Baynard.
Who? What? What's happening?
Yeah, Onyx sort of like tilts her head and is just like, hello. Sorry, no. Hello.
As the rest of you like are climbing like the stairs and like the door is closed now. It looks like Onyx closed the door. You, in return, Onyx, you hear this young girl is like, another dragon! Hi!
Did it say Reed's daughter's names in the pages that we found?
It did
before?
not.
Hello, little one.
You can talk too. I didn't know there were 2 dragons here.
The other one is my mommy.
She's really cool. And like finally this ass-headed man. It's like the fur is like a really light tan and his mane is like a really light blonde. He's wheezing. You are way too fast. Oh, you know you're not supposed to come this direction. And Janet, if you're at the top of the stairs, you recognize that voice.
Oh my god, that's so great.
Fucker! You can't do this to me, Mare!
This wasn't my idea.
Who's?
It was LD's.
LD!
Oh my god.
So much love. I love you. You're great, but god damn it!
LD's in the chat just going, you're welcome.
Oh my god.
Not my idea.
I love you, LD.
LD, please come in more. Please join for more series, please.
Janet's immediately pushing her way through the door when she hears the voice.
You don't recognize his face, but the build is the same, the voice is the same, the clothes are very similar. And he's just kind of like doubled over, like elbows on his knees, his hands on his knees as he's just like catching his breath.
Tam?
Does everyone else come in too, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Camilla, when you arrive and you see this new individual, you hear Titania's melodic chuckle in your head before it fades away as you look at Tam.
The worst part is I don't hear it as like some like ethereal abstract thing. I'm just hearing LD chuckling in my head. That's all I hear.
What a
you
blessing.
would be chuckling in my head, LD, like a little imp.
What a blessing.
Lord.
And as soon as you like say his name, he looks up at you. Janet?
The fuck? Like that's just to the ethereal. Janet knows for 100% this is some fake bullshit. But she, you know, that's her boy. That's her love. She runs to him anyway.
He will lift you up and hug you, and it's a little awkward having like a donkey head being like right over your shoulder.
Is the rest of him fine? Like still human
of him is
hands
fine.
and stuff?
An ode to Midsummer's Night Dream.
Yeah, I got it.
Completely straight face, does not seem phased at all. Mishi goes, "Is this Tamlin?"
Yes, this is Tamlin.
It is an honor to meet you. We have heard much about you.
You're not as handsome as I thought you would be.
He doesn't
very
normally have
rude.
a donkey head.
Oh, that's unusual?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a little rude, but also I don't know what he's doing here. And Onyx is looking at their wrists.
Before I do that, before I answer those questions, Janet, would you like an experience point?
Yeah.
Cool. Who do you want the other one to go to?
Give it to Onyx.
Nothing happens that you can see.
Wow, that's
Awful. Horrible.
That's one of the worst things any GM in any system can ever
Yeah,
say
that's
to their
terrible.
player.
That-
And Mary's just like, you're welcome. There you go. Nothing bad can come of this.
Nothing bad can come of this.
I scried on you like 2 days ago and you didn't have a donkey head. What happened?
When did you, wait, out of character, when did you scry on him? You didn't scry on him.
We got the scrying thing and I checked on Tamlin and it was like you're with I definitely did.
I thought
Hold
you
on.
did it on
Did do
Reed.
that.
We did it on both. I definitely or we saw
I thought
him
you
somewhere.
failed.
Yeah, the one on Tam Lin failed, I think.
Oh.
Because I don't remember.
Whoops.
The last image you had of Tam was your fucked up dream.
Yeah.
No, well, no, because like we did like
The
the
night that we got
rewound
it.
the year like Camilla did the thing where she could like see back in time a little bit and we saw Reed with Tam or like going through a portal and Tam was on the other side. That's what we saw.
I don't remember, but I'll take your
Well-
word for it. Regardless, he has an ass head right now.
He has an asset? How is he helping us in this?
Oh.
He's just actively gonna like be bad for Janet's roles right now.
Okay. Are you in pain? You're
I'm
fine?
I'm fine. I was. Are you okay?
No. But I am much better now that you're alive and that's what matters and we'll fix this. Unless you're happy with a donkey head, like I don't want to speak for you.
I
But
do miss my beautiful face.
yeah. Me too.
This is not the worst thing that could have happened. I could still be in the clutches of the Fae Queen being sent as a sacrifice to hell.
Yeah, I'm glad that's not happening anymore. Oh god.
Yeah, but that's the last thing I remember. And then I was in the middle of the forest. And then there was he motions to everything around this here. And I didn't really have anywhere to go. So I just kind of ended up here. And then I met a man who's like, hey, can you babysit my daughter?
Wild ask. Yeah. So, hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is... I think I did name her. I did fucking name her.
Check your notes quickly.
Okay. Felice.
Oh, Felice. Is your dad's name Reed?
My dad is Dad.
Fair enough.
But this is
That's right.
Tam. He's my friend.
Yes. Yes, he's my friend too.
He likes to play dolls with me.
Well, isn't that sweet? We think that Reed might have had a hand in all of this happening.
I'll hand in all of what happening.
Felice, do you remember what your home looks like?
Yeah, this is my home.
But were you always here?
Yeah.
And what do you remember of just a few days ago? Can you think back that far for me?
Yeah. Tam and I met Tam for the first time. At first it was just me and Dad.
Okay.
And then Tam arrived. And then Dad went to go do work, and he comes back every once in a while. Who are you? This is the first time I've ever had people come over.
My name's Janet.
I like your horns, by the way. You're really pretty. And she's pointing at Mishi.
I am.
On your truth.
And you're really tall and fluffy, and you're a dragon. And then I like your bow. She's waving to Ias.
This one talks a lot.
Felice, this is really important. Do you know where your dad went just now?
No. I think he said he was going to be right back, though.
Okay.
He had to go pick something up. He went into his office, and then he hasn't come out yet.
Okay. Do you think? I would love to be your friend, Felice. Would you like to be my friend?
Yeah. There's not enough people here. I get a little lonely sometimes. I like Tam and everything, but Tam, you can get kind of boring sometimes.
Roasted by a child. Felice, we really need to talk to your dad. Because we're trying to get home, and we can't do that without your dad's help. Do you think when he comes back, you could convince him to sit down and talk with us?
Sure.
I'd really appreciate it.
Okay. Do you want to come have a tea party with me?
Do we have time? What's the situation outside?
My mother is fighting with, I believe, someone that Mishi might be acquainted with. Large bird, black and gold feathers.
I'm sure I haven't met every Thunderer in existence. There are other ones.
Yes, but this is probably from one of your stories.
Yeah, that is likely.
Is that something we need to go handle?
I
Well,
don't know.
It has gotten a little quieter.
That could be bad.
Might be dead.
say
Well,
that in front of Felice.
Yeah,
Does your father wear a pretty gold bracelet?
he does. He won't let me wear it, though.
Did he always wear that?
No. He said it was a
Helps him.
gift.
And where did you say your father is now?
In his office.
Which is where?
Then she looks back and points back towards where she came from. Towards the other tower.
all right.
We should go there.
We should. And
Not with the
Felice.
child.
Well, I think with Felice with us, it'd be much easier to.
I am kind of in charge of Felice, so she's a delight. I promise you, I will do my best to keep her out of trouble. This seems kind of serious. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but
We need to talk to Reed if we want to get home again.
Reed is the reason we are no longer where we come from.
okay. All right.
We need to fix this.
Police. This place is where I grew up with my mother.
Really? How come I haven't seen you before?
Oh, because I'm much older than you.
Are
And I
you
had to leave home recently.
Are you 20?
Even older. And Onyx sort of like whips her tail and shuts the horde behind them now that everyone walked out, and just sort of like looks forward at the tunnel. You shouldn't be here. It's dangerous here. It's my mother's tower.
And Tam scoops her up. It starts walking into the back the other way they came.
God, he's so good with kids.
Anything else last minute you want to do before we end for session?
Just try and check on the fight, I think. That's it.
Yeah. So I will say before you go in the tunnel, you can peek outside. And you see Obsidian crouched like a cat in the middle of the trees, staring up at the sky at this bird who's just circling. It seems like her eyesight has cleared.
So where we can look out and see this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would like to tell who that is.
This is a very familiar rival of yours.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Okay.
It's Paya.
Okay. She goes back inside.
And I think the last thing you see is Paya landing on the conical roof of this smaller tower, locking eyes with Obsidian.
Onyx, you said you were alright with your mother dying, right?
Yes, but I hope you're also alright with your friend dying.
Friend is a strong word.
Well, whatever that is, my mother has clear vision. And she has hunted for many, many years.
Hopefully we can get this untangled before they kill each other.
Well, and since Felice is out of earshot, Onyx says, well, Reed is controlling my mother with a golden bracelet. So either my servant destroys the collar, or I tear Reed's arm off.
This is a good plan.
For Felice's sake, let's try talking first. And then we'll do what we have to do if that doesn't work.
That's fine. She says, as if her giant dragon body isn't tense as hell, tail flicking like a very, very angry cat.
Reed will have to answer for his crimes, but Felice is guilty of nothing.
All right. Anything else? All right.
Perfect last place to stop.
This is end of our part 1 of our finale. Next week we'll have our last session. I know, bittersweet. All right. Let's go around, do sign-offs. And I'll look for a raid in the meantime. Who wants to go first?
I'll go, same order as before. I am Amaya, and I played Mishi, the guarded beast who speaks for the land. You can find me at Amaya is okay on pretty much just Instagram, and I do art stuff. Art stuff.
I was the next one to go, so hello there, everybody. My name is Angela Lemos Mogrovejo. I use she, they pronouns, and I have been playing Camila Gutierrez, who is having a lot of feelings about meeting her current girlfriend's
boyfriend?
Girlfriend's boyfriend.
Interesting
Fiance.
spouse to be, fiance,
Listen.
confusion, a lot of feelings.
Metamor is the easiest word.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a jackass is my metamor. This has never happened in my life.
He's not usually like that. He's very pretty.
That's what they all say.
To be fair, he's a very pretty donkey.
Is he like just yassified donkey from Shrek 2?
On that note, I have nothing to plug at this time outside of my series Belle and I print weaver game that just started not this past week, the week before, and we'll be continuing at 1 p.m. EST over on Girls Run These Worlds, where they just met a whole bunch of eldritch frost creatures and just saw a bunch of wolves split their bodies into a bunch of tentacles and attack people. So,
Love that.
That's a thing.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone. I have been your soul this evening. Once again, I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on the Mandy's channel. On starting at the end of this month, Wednesdays, and here next week. Otherwise, please be on the lookout. I'm trying to get some really cool but probably gonna be upsetting games to tables, hopefully. So like we're gonna see as things start throughout this year. Otherwise, thank you guys so much.
Hello, everybody. I'm Charlie. I use he, they, she pronouns, and I've been playing your Bonnie Janet for the evening. You can find me at GL Charlie G on Twitter and Blue Sky, and at Good Luck Charlie Grass on TikTok and Instagram. I do audiobooks, I do theater stuff, and recent development that's happening. I wasn't asked to sign an NDA, so I think I can talk about it. I'm going to be in an episode of the podcast The Grotto, which is a liminal horror podcast from Rusty Quill. I'm very, very, very excited to do that, and that should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So check it out on your podcatcher. I guess that's what people call podcasting apps these days. So gonna get spooky with it.
Did everyone go?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just me. Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media at Archmage of Dice. Right now, it's just this for one more session and a couple more sessions on Saturday for Horizons Call Game at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, I just had a casting call go out for Girls Run These Worlds to run a game of The Devil's Dandy Dogs by Monte Cook Games. So if you want to be a good dog and be a good soul catcher and just like collect souls for your devil, please sign up. It's a great game. It's super cool. Can be super whimsical. I'll probably run it more whimsical than creepy. Yeah, if you want to be a good doggo, be a good doggo. So we're gonna go raid Neon Lights roleplay, and we'll see y'all next week. It'll be a nice, good but sad ending. Well, bye everybody.
Bye.